Hello, my friends. For all of you that are watching this on Facebook or on LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel, welcome. For those of you that are participating in this Zoom session, I want to remind all of you that tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be sharing some new tactics that will literally generate immediate results that will turn into sales. That's going to be 9 o'clock tonight. Let me come over here and look at who's here. All right. Now, bear with me for just a minute because I have let's come over here. And a lot of you don't necessarily realize it. I had a coaching session with Gregory earlier. Let me log out of this. And one of my coaching students over here to LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is copying Facebook in a lot of ways. And one of the things that they've done and what I need to do from over here to her settings, because right now she's got the dark mode. And we're going to turn it back to the light mode. Facebook has the same thing. And so let me see who's here. And for those of you that are students, if you have any questions, let me check the chat. All right, so let me unmute Nick.
Hey, Max.
How are you, Nick? You got something for me to look at?
Let me pull it up real quick. I'll have one if you want to attend to someone else first. That'd be great. But I do have two examples specifically that I'd like you to look at. Let me find those real quick.
Okay, are we going to do it on LinkedIn or Facebook?
LinkedIn.
Okay, let me know. Well, let me as long as I got you here, let me.
Yeah. I've got two conversations going on. One with an Andy Piggott, Piggott. It looks pretty good. Yep, there we go. That's me. And again, not so much that they're great success stories, but good opportunities to talk about things moving forward. It's
Uh-huh.
funny, both names are Andy. The first one, Andi Lockwood, and the second one, Andy Piggott, Piggott. Andy Lockwood, there you go.
Here
A
we
little
go.
different. And this was kind of interesting in terms of she was in a network marketing business and it evidently didn't go well. So I'd like to see how you think about proceeding with that one.
Okay. So let's look at who you're talking to. Open to new opportunities.
Yep.
So it's kind of interesting. Confidential.
Get my freaking headphones going there.
So she's been SEO, search engine optimization. Okay. Now, one of the things I want you all to be aware of is one of the major changes that LinkedIn has made is previously we'd want to look to see how active they were by looking at their posts. Well, they've opened that up now. Not only can you see their posts, but you can see what comments they've made. Because people may be not inclined to post things, but make comments. And all right, so let's go.
I didn't do a good job responding to that one, did I?
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked.
I know I didn't.
All right. So now here's something that you want to keep in the back of your mind, because sometimes when people put that open to work frame around their picture, now she says she's open to new opportunities, but she could mean I'm open to new opportunities to work for you. You know, in other words, I'm a search engine optimization preneur, and I help people get low, you know. So let's see. So she's coming right at you.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you sent her the icebreaker, which is fine. We didn't respond
Yeah.
to what you did here, and that's okay, because a lot of times you're just not going to have, you know, the luxury to do that. So
That interaction was before you and I talked about not asking multiple questions. You know, I've got 3 or 4 questions on that one.
I got it. I'll cut you some slack.
Yeah.
So your car post made me laugh. How does your search for work? How goes your search for work? All right. So I'm at a loss as to why I can't find a job.
Yeah.
So let's look at her profile one more time. So according to this, you know, I remember years ago, if you look for somebody in real estate, the guy that came up first, if you looked at his profile, he just had realtor over and over. I mean, he must have had the word realtor on his page 1,000 times, everywhere, just realtor. So she's putting all of this stuff in here. So all of this relates to search engine optimization, going all the way back to 2012. Now, when you're talking to somebody and they don't appear to have a need, we can still transition over to talking about network marketing by saying something like, you know, most of the SEO people that I've worked with over the years are all generating a side income working with a network marketing company. What network marketing companies have you worked with? We're not coming across as a salesperson. We're just trying to learn more about her. So she's got all these 17 experiences. So she did director of local marketing. Now, most of the time, most of these people, now here she was associate. She was now she had her own company for 10 years, Kiwi Bikinis.
Yeah,
Okay. So she's clearly entrepreneurial.
that's what I was thinking.
Yep. So now let's come back. Let's bring up the conversation. I'm at a loss as to why I can't find a job. Now, this is, you needed a little shift here. Okay, your interest and readiness to contribute to a team make me curious. So this is what we call a manipulative question. Because out of nowhere, you know, what experiences do you have with network marketing? So let's see. But I won't participate in MLMs. Sounds like there is some history there. Now, you didn't ask a question. I mean, the question would have been why, but let's see if she'll tell you. Yeah, through a friend, thought a friend was trying to help me out. Okay, so what, there's a story there. What happened? Okay. Called It Works. Now, okay. She made a comment back here at the beginning. I'm at a loss as to why I can't find a job. So what you have to do is you have to put your agenda aside and all of your questions, put them aside. And you just focus on what you see here. I strictly work remotely. Remember, we want to ask open-ended questions that begin with the words who, what, when, where, how, and why. So let's take the first line. I work strictly remotely. Why? Why only remotely? How long have you worked remotely? What do you like about working remotely? So I'm open to hybrid and travel. I'm willing to take contracts. I'll work holidays and weekends, but I'm at a loss as to why I can't find a job. So you have to pick out of these 4 lines of words the area that you want to ask the question. So let's look at here. I'm at a loss as to why I can't find a job. Well, how long has it been since you had a job? Why do you think you can't find a job? What happens when you apply for a job? What kind of jobs are you applying for? Okay, that keeps the subject on that. Now, we come down here. So you're interested. Now here, what we could have said was, you know, most of the people that I've worked with that are engaged in SEO and in the kind of activities you're engaged in also had a side business or a side hustle. You know, I never liked that word hustle. Okay, because I mean, okay, well, because our generation hustle, you know, the words mean different things today. But but most of the people that do SEO and your kind of work also work with a network marketing company as a side hustle to generate an additional income stream. What network marketing companies have you worked with? Now, that's a natural question. It's not coming out of left field. And so I don't participate in MLMs. Now here, you know, I know people that have been outrageously successful in network marketing. As a matter of fact, I've made millions of dollars in network marketing. So I'm curious, what happened? You know, why do you feel that way about MLM?
Yeah.
Now you could say that because you've been outrageously successful in this business. The average, you know, for the rest of you, it would be, I know a lot of people in network marketing that are making a lot of money. What's the problem? So I thought, so again, we can ask direct questions. Now, this is all new to you. So you're in the process of getting used to the flow. The more you do this, the more fun you're going to have with it, because you're literally in control. Whatever you put down here, if we ask a question that they're open to answering, they'll answer. If we ask a question that they don't want to answer, then they'll just ignore it. So the key is to ask questions that they would naturally be interested in opening. People love talking about themselves. So we'll come down here. What was the MLM your friend got you into? It was that body wrap thing. It was called It Works. Okay. So what happened? How long ago was that? And keep in mind that, and we have phenomenal scripts along this whole approach. How long ago were you in It Works? Why didn't it work for you? What happened? Let them tell you. Oh, I was involved in It Works years ago, you know, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And the thing is, and we've got a script that In fact, if we go over to the scripts book, so we've got different variations of it. Actually, last night, in last night's boot camp, I gave everybody, I think it was 5 case studies that that literally stepped through the whole process. I think I've got a script in here. Let's see. Okay, here's one. When a prospect doesn't like network marketing.
There you go.
Okay, so what you do is you kind of like become an ambassador. Okay, so this one here, you know, companies you use what's called a network marketing business model. So there are many legitimate network marketing companies, and in fact, some network let me come back here. We have a description of network marketing. Network marketing is an industry where large companies use word-of-mouth advertising to generate sales, reward their distributors with healthy commissions on sales for doing so. What attracts most people to network marketing is the residual income component. Once people start buying the products, you continue to get paid. Now, we've updated this. So network marketing companies enable professionals with an entrepreneurial spirit to build a business around products or service that are constantly in demand and serves a huge market. The thing is, when we come back over here, so the thing is, if she has a bad attitude about network marketing, hey, it's certainly well deserved. But the truth is that it's based on her experience. A lot of people are very successful. So the thing is, so what you really wanted here was the script. You know, to be successful in network marketing, you need 3 things. 1, you need to be working with a company that has great products that you're passionate about. Passionate to the point that you tell people about them even if you weren't getting paid. 2, you need to be working with a company that's very successful, with a person that's very successful. And we've added to this that knows how to build the business on Facebook and LinkedIn that is available to help you. And 3rd, you need good internet tools. So, and you want to be positive all the time. So it looks like you had a great call on SEO.
That was just based on something, a comment I saw on her wall.
Okay. So, let's see, now we could go back. Now she saw this, but
Yeah.
is that going well? She didn't answer you. And the reason that she didn't answer you is because it's not going well. If it was going well, she'd have a job.
Yeah, true that.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Let's have a little fun with her. Let's go over here. Let me go over here to first, we're going to send this. Okay. And then let's come back. Is that going well? Okay, now. To ask you a question. Now we could say here. Get out of there. Now. Let's ask you a question. We just want to get the conversation started again.
Yeah.
So. Last time. No, we're asking a question that's easy for her to answer. All she has to do is put in a number. Okay, that's all he has to do. Now we want to have an end, we want to have a plan.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, and I'm going to send you the case studies, but basically what you do.
Oh, that'd be great. Hey,
do,
Max, how should I look for those case studies when you send them to me?
I'm going to send them to you on LinkedIn in the
Okay,
message.
cool.
But see
Beautiful,
here,
thank you.
So here's what happens. If people have a negative attitude about network marketing, the thing is that you have better information than they do.
Yeah.
And so years ago, I was working with the top distributor in a company, and it works. Okay, she was the number one person. She wanted to learn how to use Facebook. I spent a lot of time with her, coached her, showed her how to do it. But she just, and I told her, I said, it's not about you. It's about you training people to do the same thing. So she never, she said, that's not for me. And I told her, I says, if you don't pay attention to this, you're going to get passed.
Yeah.
And a year and a half later, she wasn't number one anymore. She was number 5 because people were coming up behind her, using social media. So the approach you're going to take with her, but it is, listen, I'm not trying. In fact, it's in here. It's in the scripts book where you're talking to someone and say, look, I am not trying to sell you. Let me come over here and find it. Here. So whenever I meet someone that has a negative attitude about illegal pyramids, something I have to agree with, and they confuse it with network marketing, which is what the company I work with does. I realize that I have better information on the subject than they do, and I'm happy to show them what the difference is, because the information can change their lives. So whether they decide to get into my network marketing business or they find another company that has products they can become passionate about, I feel like I've done them a great service. So people are saying no. Believe me, I'm not in the convincing business, and appreciate that many people will miss out on something that can be life-changing for them. So the fact is, the network marketing industry has enabled more people around the world to become millionaires than any other industry. So there are variations of these conversations that you have to pick and choose. Yesterday, during this exact Ask Max session, one of my students who has been talking to somebody since last November, who was as anti-network. I mean, this guy had been in like 5 different companies, and he named them all. He was, she signed him up she signed him up in his business, in her business yesterday. In fact, that'll be one of the case studies that I'm going to send you. So let's take a look at the other Andy.
Well, that's not the one. Let me find the name.
Okay.
It's a guy, I believe. Wait, give me 1 second. Let me find it on my list.
Andy, maybe.
Andy Piggott, Piggott.
Here he is.
There you go.
Okay.
Basically, he came back to me with that. It's a different look, but I kind of thought it would be a good one to talk about.
So the most important thing.
One thing I know, Max, that when I really improve on this, it's going to make such a big difference. I try to be good about it, but I'm not. I just need to make it. It's about them, right? And as opposed to being focused on my agenda.
Good.
I'm sorry, I missed the last part of that.
Just saying it's about them as opposed to me, being too much on my agenda. And I love how when you go in these, the things you first do is you go back and look through their profile, look through the previous conversations, see what they're saying, and behave in kind.
That's what it's all about. So what you're looking for is, see, when he says open to work, well, that could mean 2 things. Either he's not working and he's looking for a job, or he's got a job and he's open to work for you. Not like the other Andy. She's open to work, but she wants to do your SEO work. So we come down here as a growth strategist, executive leader. So here, according to this, he's working. He's got a part-time job working for Credmark. He started that in February. He's also a growth executive for another company. He's been doing it for 1 year and 6 months. He was the chief product officer for another company. Technical advisor. You always want to look at everything that they do. Because sometimes they'll list so he was a senior director at Oracle. He's on the leadership team of another company. So it looks like he had his own company for 12 years. So what happened? What happened to this company? So the thing is that according to this, he's open to work. He says he's open to work. So if he's open to work, let's look at this. If you're looking for a growth-focused leader to take your company to the next level, let's connect. So I empower teams and individuals to reach their highest potential. Well, so you want to have a strategy in mind when you start. Now, you look at his history. He's got a history of working with a lot of companies, helping these companies reach their highest potential, building teams, empowering people. And what did it get him? He made these companies a lot of money. And then for one reason or another, you know, he's out there doing it again. So the strategy is, you know, maybe perhaps this is the time for you to start building your own team, helping other entrepreneurial people build their teams and develop ongoing streams of residual income. So that's kind of the direction you'd want to go. The question is, why, if you got a job doing this, and why do you want to leave collectively? Why do you want to leave? If you're working here, why are you looking for another job? That's the question that you want to ask. So what inspires you to get up and go every morning? Okay.
I like the idea of coming back with an answer on that, something to the effect of, and I know I can look at the in the script book and get other great ideas, but ultimately, something to the effect of, you know, just working with great people on my team, great people, great people like you, or something like that.
Well,
and then
you're
just
close.
answer his question basically. Yeah.
You're close.
Okay.
So what you do here is you look at his profile and you see all the things that he says he does, specialize in energizing companies, I empower teams and individuals to reach their highest potential. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to come back over here. What inspires you to get up in each morning? So we're going to say, now, one of the things we want to maintain the strategy. So let me open this up. Copy this. I covered up the screen. So we're going to pop in the motivating image. And we're going to go back. I just sent this to a good friend and thought that you'd appreciate it too. I routinely send motivational messages like these to my friends on LinkedIn. I hope you enjoy them. And now we will ask the question. But we can ask the question and answer his question at the same time. What inspires you to get up and go each morning? So I didn't realize in common like you I empower we'll change up the words a little bit. Let's use his words. So I empower individuals to reach their highest potential help them and help build teams. Motivated entrepreneurs that exceed their goals. Now, we want to ask him a question. So to answer this question, what inspires me to and go it is knowledge that I'm changing lives. Okay, so now we're going to ask him a question. Now, what you could say that the average person can't say. How long have we been in network marketing? Nick, how long have you been? How long have you been in network?
So that was a question. Yeah, I've been doing it since 2012.
Okay, so up and go each morning is the knowledge that I'm changing lives. And you've made over $1 million in network marketing. So I've made now we could say here, while I've made millions helping people over the years, it's not the money. Now, the question, why are you looking to leave? And let's see the company. So why are you looking to leave Credmark? And, well, let's say, why are you leaving, why are you looking to leave your current jobs? So we'll leave that open. You always bring it back to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's going to be curious as hell as to what do you do? And so we missed a week. So we really need to, because I'm sure you got a lot of these that are out there.
Yeah.
You've got some, Joe's got some. So you need to get you guys back on the schedule, because you're sitting on a gold mine with this. And the key is always to determine who you want to continue to talk to and who you want to avoid. Not talk to them, talk to other people. That's always what it's going to come down to. And when you master that. So when you run into somebody that's got a negative attitude about network marketing, says, oh, I've never met anybody that's made any money in network marketing. No, you just need to meet more people. I know a lot of people that have done very, very well in network marketing. Jim Rohn had a quote: "You're the average of the 5 people that you've hung around with for the last 5 years. And you'll be the average, 5 years from now, you'll be the average of the 5 people you hang around over the next 5 years." So if you want to be a top earner, start hanging out with successful people, learn from that. And, if you're lucky enough to connect with people that are gregarious and open and share things, then, you're golden.
Yeah.
So, I'll try to, we'll hook up later and we'll figure out when we can get back. We were doing something on Thursday, weren't we?
Yeah, and I gotta admit, I wasn't certain if we had so first of all, yes, but let me ask this, Max, and we can talk about this online, but I just want to kind of say this also, just a little bit of a plug to the other folks listening, just how great this is going for us. And something I want to check on in terms of, in my opinion, the value of working with you. If we can get on your schedule for a week from tomorrow, Tara has a commitment that would keep her from being with us tomorrow. And I do too, actually. If we could go a week from tomorrow to have our coaching session again. Also, what I want to, and I may need to talk to Callie about this. I've got some folks who I just want to get started and kind of ease into it, but I don't, on one hand, I could have them, just do the boot camps, which is great, but I want to get them a feel for what can happen when we're going directly with you. And it may be something like, I don't know if I guess I may even be asking for a custom consulting program where you kind of help them get started with just their profiles. And then everything that you've taught Joe and Tara and I, we're killing it on expanding our network. I mean, I shit you not. I mean, the number of people the way I built my LinkedIn network is unbelievable, following what you're telling us to do. I could get those people working with that. And then maybe we come back and say, okay, and now that you're building your network, well, these are some of the conversations to have, or something like that. I don't know if that's possible, but you may get a sense for what I'm asking about.
No, it is. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about it today, and we're going to put together something like a group coaching program where we'll work with groups of 4 people. They won't have to pay as much. And will help a bunch of people at the same time.
Think so. And I'm a fan of that. And the other thing I just want to say, just kind of so everybody else hears it, the great thing I love about, the people like Callie is the one who got you and I, reconnected. And what is she? A millionaire from her network marketing company, right? So, the folks that are on your team have demonstrated, they've got the goods, right? And I just want to. I have never built on LinkedIn, and I've always leveraged my personal network of some pretty good people. Unfortunately, they're all now they're either in my business or they're doing something else, and I need to expand my network. And nothing. I mean, I haven't been successful building on Facebook, frankly, even though with where I made a few million with the other company. I just think LinkedIn has absolute legs. That's just my opinion.
And what is coaching? And we just tapped the surface. I mean, we really haven't.
Yeah.
But how has coaching helped you so far?
Big thing is it's helped me qualify. I'm building a quality network. Everyone that I'm building with, Max, and this is just such a small little thing. And again, you guys, anybody else on the phone needs to know, I'm not saying this is rocket science. I'm saying I would have never thought of it. And the thing, if you're just throwing a wide net on LinkedIn, you're just connecting with everybody. Hey, if they haven't been active recently, that's, first of all, they're probably not going to join your network because they're not on LinkedIn. And then secondly, that goes against that's going to get you dinged on LinkedIn for just being a bot or something like that. So leading with that, and then coming in with these wonderful icebreaker ideas, and that and coming with that, and then just the frequency of so basically first of all, I'm doing a better job getting the connection. Second of all, I'm strengthening that connection with the icebreakers and with the motivational encouraging messages. The thing that I'm looking forward to really getting, and I think is where Max is suggesting that we haven't even scratched the surface yet. I'm not circling through this iterative process of using all this. They're telling you everything about themselves, what they've done work-wise, and what they're looking for. You just need to read it and pay attention to it, and that's where I need to get better.
Yeah, and you will.
Yeah, I think so.
You will. Well, all right. So a week from Thursday, and we'll do the same. I think we're doing like at 3:00. I think that was the time.
3:00 is perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Oh shit. Hey, I just realized it's after 5, and I need to probably jump off. But you've already taken care of me on my 2. So I'll just be watching the recording for the rest.
Okay, super. And check
thank you, sir.
Messages. I'll send you those case studies.
Beautiful. I'll find those. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Now let me just check with Shirley. Shirley, I went into your account and opened up LinkedIn. I wasn't able to get into Facebook for some reason, but she asked me to do it and I did. Okay, now let me look in the. Okay, so Ann Rice, Jamie replied that she has heard of these MLM companies, but she didn't say that she's been involved. Okay. Well, we use common names, so everybody. And let it sit for today, and we'll reach back to her tomorrow. It's an easy response. You've heard of them. Now, have you ever worked with any of them? That's basically going to be the next question. Let me come over here and look in the chat. All right, now for those of you, I can send you, just send me a note on LinkedIn that you'd like the case studies, and I'll have somebody send them to you. They're part of the content. Okay, so Johnny, you're unclear as to how you find the right people to define your target market. Let me running a little over, but so John, what company are you working with? What company are you working with?
Hey, Max, Melaleuca.
Okay. All right. So Malibu is a company that has, frankly, mass appeal because everybody that wants to live in a clean house can use their products. There are going to be some people that are going to be more interested in it. For example, women that have small children love it. But the way that your compensation plan is set up is you could literally talk to anybody that is looking for an opportunity to make some money on the side. So people that are looking for an opportunity. Now, you look at your background and your experience, people that share your history, type of things you do, would naturally so anybody so your big market's going to be teachers. School teachers are going to be your big market. School teachers are attracted to network marketing, and they're all looking for ways, to make extra money. And for example, just to give you, Jim McCune, who's a corporate director in your company, used to be a school principal, and burned out, jumped into Amway because he was looking for that stream of residual income. He was an emerald when he lost one of his diamonds because of their compensation plan. They have a breakaway.
Breakaway, yeah.
So he lost a diamond, and that was enough. He said, no, I don't want to, doesn't work for me. So he left, he joined your company, and then he went after other Amway diamonds. I think he's got 4 or 5 Amway diamonds under him. Because when a lot of times people don't realize what it means. What does breakaway mean? The network marketing company I was in was a breakaway. I had no idea what that meant. Oh, yeah, at a certain point in time, they break away. Well, that doesn't really resonate or register with you until you have a big leader in your company that all of a sudden breaks away. And that's the thing that just, people don't know. All right. All right. So let's go over here to the message area. Let's look at Lisa. So she's open to work. Why? Well, she works for Arizona State University in HR. The role was eliminated. So the question, if the role was eliminated, is what have you been doing since well, I guess the question is, when was the role eliminated? So you started talking to her back in 2020. So you resurrect the conversation in 2022. Now, this is called an opportunity because she's leaving. Her role was eliminated, plus a lot of other people. Their roles were eliminated too. Now, I got to jump off of here. We can do her tomorrow. Now, John sent me a little note here. Malaluka doesn't use the term network marketing. Can I replace it with the term consumer direct marketing? No. Okay. You want to find out what Malaluka doesn't consider themselves to be a network marketing company, but the world considers it to be a network marketing company. The Federal Trade Commission, if you go on their website, considers it to be a network marketing company. If you talk to somebody and say, well, I'm working with a consumer direct company, and then, okay, I never heard of it. You show them the business, they're going to come back. Oh, are you kidding me? It's network marketing. So you need to find out how people feel about network marketing anyway. So the scripts work, follow the scripts, and you're all on your way to having outrageous success. We'll have some more information for folks about this new group coaching thing we're going to do. It's an experiment. We did it before, and it was hard, you know, because basically we're going to take 4 people, and they've all got to show up at the same date and the same time. So we'll see how that goes. Again, tonight at 9 o'clock, let me come back over here. I'm going to show you all some new things that will literally result in immediate results that will turn into sales, especially when you're talking to the right people. So until next time, best of luck in building your business. We have opened up registration for our July boot camp. We have a special couple of promotions that you all need to consider. So until next time, we'll talk more about that tonight at 9. Best of luck in building your business, and God bless.